Alright, so it is officially trade deadline season. We have our first major move of deadline week. It is with the Clippers and the Trailblazers, in which the Clippers are receiving Norman Powell, Robert Covington, in exchange for Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, former first round pick from the 2021 class, Keon Johnson, and a future second round pick. So, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be doing the Portland Trailblazers side of things today in a rebuild because what the living, I'm not going to say it, but what are they doing? It makes no sense. So you guys will see the Clippers portion of this out tomorrow. On my second channel, I will have like a full trade breakdown, so I'm not going to go into it too much on the Clippers side of things. And I'll try to come up with the reason on why the Blazers made this deal. I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, the only reason you could say is because, okay, the emergence of Anthony Simons, they don't really need Norman Powell and his long contract because he is under contract for the next 4 seasons after this, and if they ever want to get crazy, or just not even crazy, just creative with the cap and do something with this team, like they haven't signed a big free agent in so long, so you're basically looking at this team like, they're going to sign Damian Lillard to a 2-year, $100 million extension. I'm like, Powell has 4 years after this, and that's around, what, 18 mil a year? So they cleared up that cap. But what hurts the most, what really hurts the most out of this, is back in the 2020 season, right before COVID hit at the deadline, they traded 2 first-round picks. Or excuse me, I'm wrong here. In the 2021 offseason, going into, or excuse me, 2020 offseason, going into last year, they gave up 2 first-round picks, basically, for Robert Covington. 2, basically, right? And they now end up flipping him in this deal, and they gave up Norman Powell for Gary Trent Jr., who's been so good as a 3-and-D guy this year, who would actually be part of this young core. And Gary Trent was such a nice pickup for them. And then they end up trading those assets for Keon Johnson. Okay, they could still make something out of him. Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, and a second-round pick. They don't even get a first out of this. Oh, I'm just not a fan. I love this trade for the Clippers. Like I said, I'll go more into the Clippers side of things in that rebuild, and you can see kind of my full trade breakdown, winners, losers, future outcomes I can see from this over on the second channel. Link to that in the description. So yeah, we are going to kind of keep this realistic in a sense, like, I don't want to make the playoffs this year. I don't. We have to tank for the Blazers. I'm going to probably eventually move CJ McCollum. Eric Bledsoe, or excuse me, Damian Lillard, I might keep out for the year so we could just tank. Nasir Little's going to be out for a while as well. It's just a shame, man. I don't really agree what's going on here. I mean, they had the Neil O'Shea problem. He is now out as the general manager. So the new kind of front office. This is the big deal they make. And how can Damian Lillard be happy? How? Like, when are the Blazers ever going to do anything with this constructed roster? Like, they have to move McCollum. Nurkic, are they going to have to extend? Because what better options are they going to find? Are they going to be able to create cap space this offseason? I mean, Bledsoe could be a free agent. Nurkic could be a free agent. Larry Nance could easily be traded. So maybe they just flip all those guys and it's just Lillard under contract and they go after who? Bradley Beal? I don't even know. I don't even know who they could pull off here in the 2022 offseason. Maybe they'd do a trade. I don't know. We'll eventually go through this now. I might trade McCollum on draft night and go with a full rebuild around Lillard. But, like, Lillard is 31. He's getting up there in age. This is just not... I don't really know what they're doing unless they think they can do something in the offseason. But yeah, I'm pretty much just going to finish up the year. I'm not going to make any more trades at this deadline. I'll probably move Nance in the offseason unless... Yeah, because I can maybe move him and package him with McCollum on draft night. I don't know. So we'll finish up the end of this season, and I'm really hoping we are not a play-in tournament team because I want a good draft pick. Alright, so good things happen here. We end up as the 11th seed. We are not in the playoffs, so we're not going to have, like, the best draft pick in the world unless we get fairly lucky, and it could definitely happen. You never know. So, like I said, if you guys, especially if you Blazers fans that are very close and involved with this team and are passionate, like, please let me know what you think the future is, or you're just, like, really upset about this trade. Because, like, yeah, you have Anthony Simons, yeah, you have Damian Lillard, who will hopefully be fully healthy next year. Why is McCollum shot tendency so high? But it's just like, I mean, like, I'm not even upset with them getting off the Norman Powell contract. I don't really think, like, it was a great one. He's a really good player, and yeah, they probably should use him because every team can use a Norman Powell. But, like, in 4 years from now, maybe it'll be kind of a negative asset. Covington, not what he used to be, but it's just like what you gave up for those guys. 2 first-round picks for Covington. Gary Trent Jr. for Powell, who's been playing amazing this season. It's very frustrating, very frustrating. And like this Blazers team is just like so It's like I hate to be like using the meme, but it's mid. It's so mid. I've been saying it for so long that they're stuck in purgatory. They're really not going anywhere unless they end up moving Lillard or they move McCollum, but like they're not going to get Ben Simmons, unfortunately. So like I just really have to find an identity for this team in the offseason. I think what I want to do is really break up the McCollum Lillard duo. Realize it's not going to work, and oh, look at that. But yeah, realize it's not going to work. Get some young guys where Lillard can end up not having to take this on all by himself. We need to improve our defense desperately because the defense here in Portland's not good. And they gave up a first round pick for Larry Nance. It's lottery protected this year, which is good. We'll keep it. I'll have to Google the protection on that because we might not even get our first next year. Even though I'd like to be back in the playoffs next year. But yeah, they gave it up in the market in Nance 3-team trade. We have projected the 8th overall pick. So let's see where we end up. All right, so there's a chance it could fall to 10. That would be extremely unlucky and would make this very challenging. So yeah, maybe we go out and get Bradley Beal. But that means I have to move on from McCollum. I don't know. I could get weird with this. I could. There'll probably be a mixture of realism and fantasy style in this, but we'll see. So can we get lucky? Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, we needed that. We needed that big time. Okay, this could change the complete course of this rebuild. I still have the McCollum trade on my mind. I don't know who I'm trading him to, but I'd like to end up moving him. But oh my god, we ended up in the top 4, I think. Holy crap. Okay, and you know I can't fake that. It's the lottery. You can't even change anything to get more luck in there. So we'll see what pick we end up with. Is it going to be 4? Oh my god, it's in the top 3. Holy crap. Okay, come on. Don't be 3. Don't be 3. It's, oh my god, we're in the top 2. We just landed Jabari Smith, Banchero, or Chet Holmgren. I need a big. Oh my god, we just got the number 1 pick. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is a good start. We're adding the number 1 pick to Damian Lillard. I've gotten Banchero in the Magic rebuild recently, and I always get Chet Holmgren. So I think I'm going to take Jabari Smith Jr. Now, if you really want to build around Damian Lillard, you could think about trading this pick, but I really don't want to do that. And I mean, we'll keep Chauncey Billups, but I said this in the offseason. Like, you adding Ben McLemore, Cody Zeller, and moving on from Stotts to Billups wasn't going to change this team. And if anything, they've gotten worse. Because, yeah, a Damian Lillard injury hit this year, and you've proven, and like McCollum's been hurt, you really can't build this team around them. So, like, McCollum's got 2 years left on his deal. Who would trade for McCollum? Like, does Cleveland have the money to trade for him? I mean, like, would we do Love 11? Because then they can have the Garland backcourt. Do I take on Cedi Osman? I mean, would you give me multiple first-round picks for him? Like, would you give me your 2025 first? Yeah, they would. Would you give me your 2024 first? Unprotected. Okay. So we'd get pick 11, Kevin Love expiring, and we'd get a future first from McCollum. Not great, but he's 30 years old. I want to break it up, and I'm not really getting a good player for him. So I think they would accept this. And, I mean, we could probably throw in a sweetener as well. I'm going to try to land a first-round pick for Larry Nance late. And, like, maybe I could package and stuff with that. So there's a chance we have 3 first-round picks, including Jabari Smith Jr. coming in. And that would leave me with some cap space. And maybe I go after Bradley Beal in free agency. I think, like I said, I could sprinkle a little bit of fantasy-style realistic in this. I think this would be a great trade for the Cavs. I don't know. Like, Portland, I'm sure, would want a player in return. Now, I could, like, look at, like, I don't know. Like, the Wizards, no, they wouldn't trade for him. Like, the Timberwolves, probably not. Nor would I want that return. I mean, just like the 11th pick could be something. Like Jeremy Grant. Yeah, but why would the Pistons want CJ McCollum? Oh! Yeah, I'm doing... Why is LeBron James 1-star in this? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, we could do Norman Powell, get him back. But no, I'm going to do this Cavs trade where we're going to trade McCollum. And I'm going to try to snag 2 first-round picks from them. This would be pretty nice. And they say no when we have trade override on. They want Larry Nance back. Prefer not to give you Larry Nance, because I think I could snag another first. Like, would you take Winslow on? They say no. They counter with a first in my... I don't know if I want to give up my first. Why is that 1-star? I don't know. I'll give you pick 38, and I'll give you this second-round pick from the Clippers. They say no. Damn, they really want my 2025 first. Do I do that? Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing. I think we should be fine by then. Yeah, the reason why we have trade override on is because I downloaded a scenario. Like, that's like the best part about 2K22. Where, like, great creators out there, roster creators, can actually have start today. Because, you know what? There's no start today in 2K. So, like I said, I already know who I'm taking number 1. Please tell me the draft class he has, like, Okay, Jabari Smith. He's the 10th prospect. All right, I'm taking him anyway. That's like my realism for me. I could explore this pick. I mean, like, who would be offered? We have cap space. Oh, wait, no, we don't, because we're paying Kevin Love. I mean, can I... yeah, I should have realized that. Duh, that was stupid. I don't even know if they needed to take on Kevin Love. So would a team give me a first-round pick for Larry Nance? Funny enough, I'm going to see if the Bulls would do this. I mean, do they have my pick next year? They do. What's the value on that? What? That's my pick back. Okay, what about... that's fine. So, yeah, they're going to give me their first-round pick this year for Larry Nance. We get off that contract. I mean, we'll see if a team would take on Love. Yeah, like, okay. So this is where I said I might sprinkle some fantasy. I might take on Cedi Osman instead of Kevin Love because I could have originally done that in the trade. Thunder would want 2 seconds, but like he doesn't fit their timeline. Okay, so please ignore that. That's like the dumb fantasy part about this rebuild where I should have did Cedi Osman instead of Kevin Love because I want to have some cap space. So I am going to go after Jabari Smith. I'm hoping he's good in this draft class, whatever draft class this creator used. So we have 1, we have 11, and we have that pick. Okay, Jalen Duren is here at 11. I don't think he falls to 11 in real life, but I think I have to take him here. So we just found our front court for the future in Jabari Smith and Jalen Duren. I don't think it can get much better than that. I don't know why he's listed as as a power forward. He's more of a center. And damn, like, there's some good talent here. Like, I just saw Kendall Brown and AJ Griffin, who will probably be top 10 picks. Good to know. If I ever download a scenario again, I'm changing the roster right away. And I think I'm going to take... I'm going to take I'll take Wendell Moore. This will be a little bit more realistic of a guy that could be there for them at this pick. And then I also have a second round pick, and I'm going to take on, probably Johnny Juzang. Yeah, why not? So we just landed 4 rookies. Jeez. That is a loaded class for us. Jabari Smith, Jalen Duren, Wendell Moore, and Johnny Juzang. That is beautiful. I'm going to be changing Jalen Duren's position to a center. And let's see, does he go down a lot? No, he actually goes up. Perfect. So team player options, Bledsoe's getting declined. Nasir Little's definitely getting accepted. See, now we actually have a young core. I mean, it took a lot of luck to get Jabari Smith and Jalen Duren, or at least Jabari Smith, but you know, I'll take it. So Anthony Simons, we're going to pay a little bit of money too. All right, so I know I just traded McCollum, but it would not be the dumbest thing ever to offer Bradley Beal a contract, and that's the most I can give him, and I would have nobody else on this team. So he would probably go with the Wizards. Now, Zach LaVine didn't get re-signed. Ooh. Zach LaVine in Portland would be hella fun. Kyrie, would he team up in... I don't know. Would he team up in Portland? I mean, we could bring back Nurkic on a 2-year deal. Provides me some depth. Yeah. I mean, like, if I do that, like, where can I spend this $25 million on? Because I don't mind Anthony Simons being... TJ Warren, I wouldn't mind. I think he could be a good scorer for us. So, you know what? I would actually love to get TJ Warren and Yusuf Nurkic on this team. We'll probably play Simons at the 2. So, yeah, no Beal or LaVine for me. But, honestly, I'm okay with that. Let me just see if we land both these guys perfect. Beal goes to Washington. That's fine. Let me just hope Simons doesn't take a deal. Perfect. Now, Colin Sexton, if he was still there, that would have made sense. He got $15 million a year. Okay, I'm stupid for not going after Sexton. That was stupid of me. I apologize. But, yeah, let me go and bring in Anthony Simons on a 4-year deal. Probably a cheaper contract what he'll get in real life. Perfect. And let's bring Eric Bledsoe back on a 2-year deal. Why not? We could use the depth. Our bench is not very good. So, did our defense get better? I don't know. It really depends on what this front court's going to be. Jalen Duren's going to start. We have Jabari Smith. That's about 3 guys. 4, 5. One of those could be 6. Keon Johnson, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, like we have guys. I don't know if we'll be good this year. We don't have our first round pick, so I hope we're going to be good. All right, so Lillard regressed. That is fine. I mean, I don't really think we made this team that much better, but at least we have a young core. I mean, if there's a point in this video where I'm like, all right, we're capped. I can't really do a lot roster-wise. I'll move Damian Lillard. I'm not scared to. All right, so this is going to be our 9-man rotation. Damian Lillard, Anthony Simons, TJ Warren, Jabari Smith, Jalen Duren. Love that front court, man. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see that. Yusuf Nurkic, Nasir Little, Keon Johnson, and Eric Bledsoe. So under Chauncey Billups' defense, right? No, he's perimeter-centric. Okay, 3.5 stars. That could be fine with me. I'm just hoping we make the playoffs this year, because if not, might be a little screwed with Damian Lillard. All right, we were the 11th seed again. That is not great at all. Not great at all, I tell you. Okay, so... I don't know. We'll take a look at the team. There's a chance I move Damian Lillard, who puts up 23.3 points, 9 assists. That's a career high. Has a great true shooting percentage. I don't know. Maybe we do try to win it with Damian Lillard. Maybe I see what he's available for in the offseason. I mean, the front court was really good. How did we not even make the play-in tournament? Maybe I should make Jabari Smith not take as many threes next year. But damn, we were pretty good too. It's a shame. That's a shame. Anthony Simons was all right this year. Wasn't the greatest. Maybe he would end up being better suited as a bench player. I don't know. We could have a trade in mind. Keon Johnson might not be the answer at all. Versus in 2K, I really thought he was going to go in like the top 15 in real life. It's funny because him and Nasir Little are two players that I was like incredibly wrong on in my mock drafts. Like I always had Keon Johnson in the lottery this year. In 2019, when Nasir Little went, I always had him in the lottery. He went late in the first round to the Blazers. And he's kind of looking like he should have been maybe a lottery pick borderline there because he's been a solid player. But we'll see what happens with Keon Johnson. I wanted the Knicks to take him. Very happy with quitting Grimes, though, at the moment. So, I don't know. Well, I'll view my options in the offseason. Are we going to move Damian Lillard? Am I going to keep him? It's tough because, like, we got to go up against Ja Morant. You got to go up against Zion Williamson. There's very tough teams to beat in the West here. I'll take a look at the protection of that Blazers pick, is maybe if it's in the lottery again, we get to keep it, and then I'll use some realism there and put on trade override. Okay, so it's lottery protected till 2028, so I'm gonna probably trade override for that pick back. So let's see where that pick ends up. Oh my god, I saw Chicago at 4, but that's from the Vucevic trade, and I think that's top 4 protected, but damn, I thought that was us. Okay, so we have the 11th pick. Not bad at all. Alright, so I'm going to keep Chauncey Billups around for one more year, but if we don't make the playoffs next year, he is definitely going to be gone. So looking at who's available with this pick, oh my god, Emoni Bates, yeah, he has slid down some of these draft classes. I could take him here. I'm tempted. I'm also tempted in looking at a potential trade of this pick. If we were to package pick 11, now I could always trade the player after the draft, and they would have still good value. Like 11 and Warren, I don't think I'm getting like a stud. Oh, I can get my Colin Sexton that I wanted. Make another trade with the Cavs. I thought he signed with the Grizzlies. That would be funny. I really wish I could do like 11. I don't know if I have cap space to do this, but like, would I be able to trade 11 for Sexton? Maybe he wants out. We would acquire 16 mil more than allowed. So it's either I throw in, like, no, Jetty Osman's a free agent. So it's basically I throw in Nurkic or Warren. I guess I prefer to throw in Warren. So the original trade would be 11 and Warren for Sexton and KCP. You know what? I'm going to do this. I like Sexton as the number 2. We move Anthony Simons to the bench. This is a player that I should have signed last year. So I know I'm kind of going off the rails with this rebuild. They're making so many trades with the Cavs. So in hindsight, it should not have been Jetty Osman. It should have been CJ McCollum for Sexton and 11. Which isn't a terrible idea, but he was a free agent last year. So we also could look to move Keon Johnson as well. I mean, we don't really have a starting small forward for next year, but maybe that's not Nasir Little, and I'm okay with that. It does suck the way to move Warren, but it's basically because of the money issues. So if we look at small forwards we could afford, would you look at that? Dylan Brooks is here. He's only asking for 8 mil. Wiggins is only asking for 8 mil. What's up with these contracts? Yeah, I guess yeah, dude, your sliders I don't think work. I think you're undervaluing them too much. Like, what is LeBron asking for? Still in the 40s. I mean, like, these guys are probably realistic, but, like, Vucevic, 12 mil, like, yeah, these guys are pretty fairly unrealistic. But we are going to go after, I would say, Dylan Brooks here. I think that would be a hell of a signing. So let's give him about 9 mil for 4 years. He'll probably sign with us. I also want to bring back Nasir Little at all costs, and we're going to do that. So let's see. Yeah, let's lock him up for that. And I would like to move Keon Johnson. I don't know for what, though. Maybe a backup point guard. All right, would they take Jetty Osman, Keon Johnson, and Johnny Juzang for Devontae Graham? He would be a beautiful backup point guard. They say no to that. What about, do you like Wendell Moore, former first-round pick? No. And if I throw in Johnny Juzang, how do you have the roster spots? Okay, never mind. So, you know, we're probably just going to roll with, like, Bledsoe or somebody as my backup point guard. I literally can't find, like, any good options, sadly. All right, so Lillard is hitting his regression. I mean, this isn't a great defensive backcourt, but, hey, Sexton has progressed enough where he's got an 8 perimeter D. I will take that. We have a mixture of the youngins. We have, I guess you could call Sexton almost a vet now. I mean, he was drafted in 2018. We're in 2023. I mean, not a full veteran, but, you know, he's still he's getting there. All right, so here is the 9-man rotation. We're going to roll with Lillard, Sexton, Brooks, Smith, and Jalen Duren, with Anthony Simons, Jusuf Nurkic, Nasir Little, and KCP off the bench. This is pretty good. If we can't make the playoffs, Chauncey Billups is definitely getting fired. I honestly think if we don't win a round 1 matchup, like, he's not going to get fired because he's a free agent. I'm just going to go after a new head coach. So, yeah, let's hope for the best. If I'm going to make a trade, I'll see you guys at the deadline. I don't think I will, but let's hope we do well enough to at least make the playoffs for the first time in this video. Alright, so we end up as the 5th seed, but I still kind of think that we underachieved this year, but maybe I'm completely overrating this team, or it's maybe because I'm home in New York, and you guys, if you've been watching my videos for a couple months, last time I was home in New York, or I was in New York around Christmas time, my rebuilds, like, the luck was so bad in it. Like, every year one would be so bad. It would take me so many years to win a championship. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my setup here. I don't know. I don't know why I can't do well at home. But we finally made the playoffs. We have to take on Zion Williamson in round 1. So I'm not confident that this is going to go well just because 2K loves him. But hey, he's actually not been like crazy good in this. We will see though. We'll take a look at the stats throughout the year. Pretty evenly distributed. Sexton 19.7 assists. He was really good. It looks like Damian Lillard is kind of regressing with his skill. But you know what? If he's going to average close to 20 and 10 for the playoffs, I will be okay with that. Jabari Smith goes down in points, up in rebounds, up in assists. I told him not to take a lot of threes, and it looked like it hurt. I don't know really what went on there. Dylan Brooks was pretty good for us. Jalen Duren was really good. Again, he's been a stud. Anthony Simons, really good off the bench as the 6th man. And then there's Little, Nurkic, and KCP. So do I want to adjust the rotation for the playoffs? I feel like I got it. I think I'm going to lower Jabari Smith to like 30. Let's go 35, 36 there and kind of roll with that. So did the system proficiency go up? It is 4 stars. All right, if you put up a fight, Billups, maybe I'll keep you around. But if we end up getting like, if we lose in, I think 4, 5, or 6. Yeah, no. Even if we lose in 6, I'm going to probably go for a new coach. And we're not off to a good start. Jabari Smith has a great game here. Well, shoots well from 3. Yeah, he was pretty solid, but not very nice. Or not a very nice start to game 1 of the playoffs. Let's see what happens here in game 2. This is must win on the road. We have a very solid first half, and then we kind of blow it there in the 3rd. Yeah, we don't blow it overall, though, as we take game 2. Let's go by 12 points. Colin Sexton with a 34 piece. Yes. Yes. I'm just thinking about, like, the team. Like, if I move Lillard, we could have such a cool young core with, like, Jalen Duren, Jabari Smith, Colin Sexton. But first, let's see if we can knock off the Pelicans. We had a great start to that second quarter, and then we just blew it all away. But we're only down by 2 right now, so we could definitely win this game at home as long as we don't choke in the 4th. And we don't. We win by double digits, win by 16. Sexton, 33 and 12. Lillard, 24 and 12. They combined for 57 points and 24 assists. That is absurd. Jabari Smith has been very good for us in the playoffs. Maybe we just had to lower his minutes a little bit. So let's see what happens here. Game 4. Can we take a 3-1 lead? All right, we're close. We're in it right now. We just need to have a good second half. And we come back a little bit there in the 3rd. We're not going to come back here in the 4th. Oh, let's go. Let's freaking go. We win it in the final minutes. Yes. Yes, Colin Sexton is a superstar. Sorry, I can't yell right now. 44 and 11. Oh, my goodness. Sexton's a superstar, man. Sexton is a superstar. All right, let's just win this in 5. Okay, let's just win this in 6. Okay. Billups, if you blow a 3-1 lead, you are also getting fired. Damn, game 5 we lost by 16. Sexton had a great game. Game 6 we lost by 7. Ugh. Man, that hurts. All right, game 7 on the road. This is for your job, Chauncey Billups. Oh, man, don't do this to me. Very high-scoring game so far. Very high-scoring game. We've had the lead for the whole game. The whole game. I feel like we're going to blow it, though. Yep, there it is. I knew it. I hate you, 2K. Piss off. Oh, that hurts. 3-1 lead. Like, are you kidding me? And the Celtics win it all. So we only got one more year left of the rebuild. I'm hoping a new head coach can kind of get it done. I think I'm going to ride and die with Damian Lillard. I'm going to try to get him a ring. I feel bad for him in real life, even though I think he's not doing this to himself, but he knows what he's getting into, man. Like, he can move on. He can move on from the Blazers. He doesn't have to stay there. He can request a trade, and they'd honor it. So, yeah, I'm going to go for a new head coach. Quinn Snyder would be kind of sick. I'll offer him a deal. And if we don't get him, Doc Rivers is enticing. Chris Finch, I'll offer him a deal. I think we just need to move on from Lillard. All right, we get Quinn Snyder. Perfect. Yeah, he's our new head coach. Perfect. Like, said perfect twice. Didn't mean that. All right, do we have any free agents of our own? Greg Brown. Yeah, probably not going to worry about him too much. All right, I honestly may just run this team back. I was trying to look at like a Dylan Brooks and like some first-round pick trades, but didn't really find anything better. So I'm just going to trust that Smith, Duren, Simons, the youngins will just develop. Sexton will take over again, and Lillard is not going to regress too much here in the final season, and maybe the new head coach can get us done. Because I think that was a championship team last year, if I'm But I might be biased. I might be overrating the team. But I think it's possible we could win it all next year. I'm hoping Quinn Snyder. I might have said Chris Finch before, but I'm hoping Quinn Snyder can get it done. Yeah, he is a stud. What is pace and space? Pace and space is going to be 3.5. Yeah, we're going to stick with perimeter centric. It's 4.5 stars. It's kind of mind-blowing. Keon Johnson's going to get like 10 minutes tonight. I think I'm going to go like 25 to Simons, 24 to Nurkic, 30 to Jalen Duren, 31 to Jabari Smith, 27 to Brooks, and then let's go 35. I'm actually going to go 36 to Sexton, and we'll go 29 to Dylan Brooks. So I will see you guys at the end of the year. Finals or bust. Championship or bust. Let's hope we can end this video off on a good note. All right, so high seed yet. 3 seed. Tatum wins MVP. Do we get a Dark Horse Coach of the Year? No. I was kind of hoping that we would. But I'm cool with that. We had the Spurs in round 1. All right, we don't have to face a 2K kind of demigod. Oh, but they have Chet, Lonzo, and AD. So you got Chet versus Jabari Smith, which we know is going to be a great matchup. I'm kind of ready for Colin Sexton to just be the #1 option. Even Jabari Smith, I mean, I feel like I can finagle around with his tendencies and get his efficiency up, but he was fine for us in the playoffs last year. Like, I really can't lower Keon Johnson. Dude, he is so inefficient. I can't play him. Jetty Osman, get in there. You're getting those 10 minutes. Nasir Little, yeah, you deserve 20. Nurkic at 24 is good to me. Simons at 25. Man, he was bad this year. I'm going to lower him to 20. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's go 30. 4 to Lillard. I want to go 38 to Sexton. 30 to Smith. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to play Little a couple more minutes. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just want to win a championship. All right, Quinn Snyder. Let's see what you can do. Game 1 against the Spurs, we pick up the dub by 19. Beautiful. Sexton drops 30. I just want it to be the Sexton show, man. Come on. Game 2, we win. Sexton gives me 28. Let's go. Colin Sexton is who we're riding and dying with here. We do lose Game 3 by 20. All right. It is what it is. Not great, but let's just not let them tie it up. Perfect. We're up 3-1, but we know what happened last year in round 1. We were up 3-1, and you know what happened? We lost. Don't do this to me again. Oh, my goodness. All right. Yep, I can't. The Blazers are screwed. Let me know what they should do down below in the comments, because clearly I can't fix them. Love you guys. I'll catch you on the Clippers one. Peace.